If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bobcats will put total leather and will get started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The run to the left. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, what a move to get open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
He's got him. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Picked off! What a play by this defense! They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll go to the air. He's got him this time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Give to the back. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point in the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Calls his own number. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the reds, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's just so nice to have a signal baller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Going right to work up top. The screen, and watch out. He's past the 30. At the 45, on his way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up in yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. There he goes. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. takes over, the Bobcat offense heads to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They're working that left side. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Running back searching for a hole. Slithers into space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks are in the hurry up. Zings it complete to the right. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box, everybody up.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the marker. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Red pass, it's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Finds a tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ripping through the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground. The
Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Ducks want to move quickly. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and
get another play off before the... And that is interception number 3 on the day. There he goes to the right. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's loose. Inside the kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Trying the left side. Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. At the 35, he's loose.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They want to throw it. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to barrel in. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Creates a little room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Ducks in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Keep the foot. Well, if you're on offense here, you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't. Expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Scanning the field, it's Winton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Drake.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense...
There he goes! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.